Good morning, St. John's people. Father Art here. I'm trying to get organized here, though. My camera was doing funny things this morning. But thanks for being with me. As I look outside the window this morning, it looks like we have more snow. So we're going to be starting the season of Lent this year with snow. We are so lucky here in Minnesota to be blessed with the white stuff. So hopefully you're not tired of all the snow yet, and that you can rejoice in it still, even though it's kind of a hassle at times. So this week we are starting the season of Lent. On Tuesday, we will be having Shrove Tuesday, pancake supper, and then the burning of the palms liturgy. So that begins at 6 p.m. on Tuesday evening. So the supper and then the burning of the palms. And then on Ash Wednesday, which is this coming Wednesday, I can't believe it, it's come up so quick. At noon, we'll have a service, the Ash Wednesday service at noon, and then again at 7 p.m. So hopefully one of those two services will suit your schedule as well. We have a lot of things that are being offered during the season of Lent. I'm going to be leading a book study. It's Rob Bell's What is the Bible? And we're going to be reading that book and then gathering for 4 different sessions at my home, starting at 6 p.m. at my home. And that's on the March 13th is the first session. And there'll be a simple soup and bread, and then we'll talk about the book. So hopefully you can join us. That will also be, we'll be offering it Google Meet. So if you don't want to come to my house for the soup and the bread part and the fellowship, you're welcome to join us with the Google Meet as well. We'll have a link to that in the calendar, and we'll send it out to everybody in all the different ways that we send things out to folks. As you know, there was a huge earthquake over in the Middle East, particularly Syria and Turkey were hit so hard, and Episcopal Relief, which is our organization in the Episcopal Church that provides emergency relief to folks. They are offering support for the people over there who've been affected by the earthquake. So if you would like to give via Episcopal Relief, it is the website is episcopalrelief.org. It's a super good organization, gets great reviews in terms of giving to charitable organizations, and we all know that they really need it. So that might be a good way for you to give this Lent. Let's see, also right here locally, I just want to highlight that we also gather food on an ongoing basis for the food shelf, the White Bear Lake area food shelf. There's a little grocery cart that is in the commons area when you first enter the church, and that is for any food that you would like to donate to the food shelf. So keep that in mind. Folks are still in need right in our local area for food, and they're always looking for donations as well at the food shelf. Our deacon, one of our deacons, Margaret Thor, is on the board of the White Bear Lake area food shelf. And so if you want more information about that, let her know. We've also had a lot of people who've been involved with that over the years. Pam Hovey and Tom Hovey and Brian DeSmet and Vern Pickering and a whole lot of folks who've been involved with the ministry of the food shelf. So we continue to support that ministry in our area. We also have our little emergency food shelf thing. It's sort of a grab and go food shelf that's open 24/7, And it's in conjunction with the food shelf. We're not trying to compete with them in any way whatsoever. They support us, we support them. And those are just like quick things that people can grab from our shelves and hold them over. So continue to give to that. That's been just a wonderful thing that we've been able to offer to our community. One of the things I haven't done a whole lot of in my Monday message is to talk about what's going on with our Rising Generations. Those are, children and youth programs. Maggie DeSmet's just doing a super job with helping us out, leading us in all sorts of programming. She has a special email that she sends out just to families. But there is a lot going on every single week. This week, on Friday, for example, we have a confirmation retreat. So kids that are making that decision to follow Christ with their lives. And we're educating and training and talking about that with those folks. So that is, we're having a retreat to do that this Friday, 4 to 8 p.m. So, but a whole lot of other things are happening with Rising Generations. And then one last plug I'll make for the season of Lent is that at the 9 o'clock hour, that we call it the connection hour at church, with adult formation, our associate, Kate Maxwell, will be leading Bible studies on the gospel of the day. The Lenten Gospels are kind of specific to that season of Lent, and Kate will be leading us in those. So that's at the 9 o'clock connection hour on Sunday mornings. So Lent begins. I encourage you to think about setting the season apart in some sort of way. Maybe it's just a matter of finding some time in your day just to be still and quiet and listen to the still small voice of God speaking into your heart and mind, and helping us to be people of mercy and justice and truth. Maybe it's just that, just being still and quiet. Might be some added discipline that you do. It may be something that you give up, the traditional way of giving up chocolate or alcohol or something like that for Lent. If that's helpful to you, then I'll by all means do that. As I've I in my own life, I've just tended to go more simple during the season of Lent, and tried to find some time in my busy days to just slow down a little bit. And so maybe that's what you need to do as well. So if you would like to talk about that at all, then give us a call. Give me a call. Contact us, and we would love to talk to you about how we can help you out as you enter into this season of Lent. Also, traditionally in the Episcopal Church and other churches, Lent is a time where folks are invited to do private confession. On Sunday mornings, we do general confession of our sins in our corporate worship. But Lent is a particularly suitable time to consider doing private confession. That is done typically to a priest, though there's nothing magic about that. And our stance in the Episcopal Church about private confession is that all can, some probably should, and none must. So if that is something that would be helpful in your life, to talk about ways that you feel like you're falling short of God's dream for your life, and then there's a liturgy that goes along with that, then Kate or I would be super glad to listen to your confession and provide any insight that we might, and then have you know of God's forgiveness and God's dream, that you get on with it and embrace abundant life. So that's a whole lot of stuff. My prayers are for you all as you enter into this season of Lent. Don't let the snow get you down. Winter, winter will come to an end, folks. I hope to see you at Mardi Gras, at our Shrove Tuesday Pancake Supper, or at Ash Wednesday, or this coming up Sunday. So God bless all of you guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.